कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Wow, it's like a T20 match, this show. You know, as 10 o'clock appears, me and Rishi, the only people who are here on time ever, including when I'm in Spain, waiting for the others to come in. Abbas has just landed like a huge mountain. He's just landed. He's just plugged things in. I don't even know if the visual is there. We'll find out in a second or two. I'm going to try and filibuster here, to use American terms, as long as I can, to give them time to plug in. You know, just fill information, fill the void until they're ready. Sparsh, our producer, walked in 36 seconds ago. I don't know where he's been. I'll find out in a few seconds. Silvery has been somewhat on time because he's got COVID. And here's the story about COVID. The present COVID, with all due respect, people get out of it in about 3 or 4 days. It doesn't take longer than that because all of us have the vaccination in us. But Silvery is now 7 days and counting. But apparently he wants to do the whole 2-3 weeks for safety. But he's at home and he will join us. And we are waiting for Shreyas. Shreyas, of course, is that multi-millionaire comedian of Maharashtrian descent from Nagpur who owns 14 to 15 hotels in Asia and 10 in Canada. So he's busy doing his business enterprises on the side as well, but he'll be here soon. As usual, this show is all about waiting for the guests. We should call it like Waiting for Godot. We should call it Waiting for the Guests. That should be the new name of the show. Let's quickly meet who is there. The COVID sick man who looks healthier than anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, gel and all in his hair.
Yeah, he looks beautiful.
It's called a comb, guys. That's all I use.
I don't think so. It's called a supporter of Eknath Shinde. This is what they look like today. You know, all the supporters have beards and they live. They're right outside my house, so I know that. I can see them. By the way, let me tell you the collapse of civilization. Malabar Hill now has cops sitting on the main road in their chairs. On the main road, not the pavement, not inside any office, but on the main road, they're comfortably sitting on chairs. Of course, the rain comes and only the chairs left. Yeah. That's another story. But
it's sad to know you won't be able to carry out your regular smuggling activities.
No, not only that. I actually stopped the car and said, told him politely, and this is where my sarcasm and lack of language skills comes into play. I said, "Aap thoda aur aage aa raha na kursi ke saath." So he thought I was helping him. So he actually moved somewhat with the chair more into the main road, not getting the biting sarcasm of the failed comedian. It's just ridiculous.
He thought you were helping him. He's right. The view would be better.
This is a natural act of a citizen to come and stop his car and say, move your chair further into the main road and disturb more of us. God, what a world we live in. Abbas, are you in charge of the show today? Because I have to check the timetable since two of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Tuesdays are supposed to be my day. So yeah.
Oh God, is this a religious thing for a Muslim? This is the first time I've heard of Tuesday.
No, yesterday one of our
I thought you guys are Friday guys. When does Tuesday come in? You freaking Indians, confusing. Hey, if you're non-religious like me, what am I going to do? How am I going to understand? Which day is your day, brother?
While you were away, me and Silvery, just 5 minutes before the show, we used to decide who's going to take charge.
Wow.
Most of the time it used to be Silvery.
This is like Naveen and his lover.
Yeah.
Who's on top?
Yesterday and today, unfortunately, the fourth guest had to drop out. So again, it's me and Silvery both on the episode.
Why are the guests dropping like flies? Are
because
they dying?
It's the rainy season.
Because we both want to be on and we're only getting guests.
Never shame the guests because that's not right. They won't come
shaming
on.
Them,
so who's the guy who dropped off?
It's not a guy. It was a female guest.
Oh, how sad. I love the female guest.
I wouldn't like to give it away because she will be here in the... No, it's not one of our regulars. It was someone who was...
An irregular. An irregular guest is like... An irregular guest is like an irregular period. You've got to be very careful of those.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in
but
the
her name was on the live stream.
On a panel with 4 dudes, that's the most relatable thing.
You got to understand, once you reach a certain age, the male-female dynamic is not so important. We both have problems.
Which I remember reading an article that male menopause is a thing.
They say that. They say that. I think Kunal's hit that. He seems always angry for some reason. I'll tell you
he's looking dapper. Yesterday he was looking dapper with on your screen.
But you understand the goatee is fake, right? You know that, right?
He pulled it off. So
Abbas says that fake is the look. Are those implants or just natural pectoral development?
So again it's me and Silvery. But Tuesday is supposed to be my day.
But while we wait, since you are the boss, right?
Yes.
Okay. So before you take over, can we just meet Sparsh? Because I think we haven't met him properly.
Correct.
Is it possible to put a camera on Sparsh? I think we should, since Shreyas is running late and one guest dropped out.
Rishi is doing the
Shreyas
Oh my God.
Hey, Sparsh.
Shreyas, you've been replaced. Sparsh is the guest now. Yes.
Yeah, you can go back, Shreyas.
Go to your chair. Don't
Why
worry.
is my face split into two?
Yeah.
Rishi?
One sec. Look at Rishi. Oh my
Two-Face.
God, Rishi. I think Rishi doesn't like anyone from North India. The moment he could, he removed Sparsh. We
It's
put him on,
good thing
and we
that
removed him in 1 second.
Sparsh wasn't on screen for more than 2
This
seconds.
is a Maharashtrian crap going on in the background. I don't want this shit. Yeah, Marathi Manas is defending each other. The moment Shreyas comes and says, "Sparsh, you're sacked."
By the way, Shreyas, let me in on a little secret is that he was present during Uddhav Thackeray's swearing in ceremony.
No, swearing in ceremony and Uddhav leaving was a lot of swearing also. But from what I gather, yeah, apparently he was in tears, guys, off the record.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I got to tell you, as a
no,
supporter of the Maha Agadi or whatever the hell it's called, I was a little disappointed because I thought this was the one triumvirate which would.
the coalition is still in place though. It hasn't broken. They're just not in
well,
power.
what's the point of being a coalition without anything? I mean, that's like Simon and Garfunkel today. You don't really want to listen to them. But
Wow, it just looks
Shreyas,
like
let's
Shreyas pulled out the mic out of the sky.
No, but let's find out what were you doing with Uddhav Thackeray. I mean, slowly, the cracks are forming that you are a very, very influential, high net worth guy pretending to be a poor, struggling comedian who, by the way, borrows money from the other really struggling comedians. That's a horrible thought.
What can I say? Antariksh, you wanna come clean about something? Is this the time?
You know what?
You're
I'm gonna let you do
apologize.
this. I'm gonna let you do this so that I can deny it.
Okay, I've already paid Antariksh the money months ago. Whatever money I owed him. And the other thing being, I was there for the Uddhav Thackeray swearing in ceremony because I was sent by some
You wanted to
authorities
stand
to
up
plot.
at the ceremony. और अभी मराठी मुलगा इकडे. And honestly, tell us what is the point here?
No, I was actually just going by and there was a lot of
That's
it was happening, so I just went there.
This is part of your routine, is it?
No,
Yeah.
this is
This is like me at Sharad Pawar's 60th birthday because I was outside Turf Club in a traffic jam. So I attended
So
it
you
in a
were
sense.
there?
Yeah, in a sense.
Amazing.
Because while the thing is going on, we were stuck there with all these other cars. Yeah, really. But no, for me, you guys don't get it because I live right next to Varsha, the Chief Minister's residence, and Syadri, where all the MLAs' cousins come and live because guest house, madi, gym, sauna, and non-veg. So all that's available, bro. You can't blame them. The funny thing is, Shreyas, you see these guys, they're not the MLAs but some relatives because they're gawking. They're looking at hanging gardens like it's Taj Mahal. And hanging gardens is horrible. There's nothing. It's 4 bloody dying trees and some old Gujarati men walking around in bad shoes. I mean, there's no point looking there.
Are those animal animal
Yeah,
grass
they are.
still there?
But when you're 3.5 and you're not exposed to the rest of the world, yeah. But today with the internet
correct.
and all, which kid is going to be impressed by some stupid cardboard cutout of a giraffe? I mean, the father is really cheap. Beta, jungle jayega aaj. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Right, so sorry.
you see all these MLA people starting jogging around PDP and all now.
No, they're not jogging. They're taking pictures, selfies, standing in a line. When you see them, they're like tourists. So tourists run the country. That's what it looks like. Oh,
No, like in the sense,
our Prime Minister
wasn't
is
that
known to tour a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is something there.
wasn't there an
I'm
MLA
getting
who
hiccups
was
in the
sending
middle of the
people
show.
home?
Sorry. We've got live hiccups. That's something we can't, and we should
Okay.
allow that.
I'm just putting it out there in case the sound engineer thinks.
Because your hiccup is a big one.
I know.
It's not going to be one.
Yeah, a lot of people
embarrassing if
remember
it's a small one, the big mountain of a man.
Yeah.
You got to have it's got to be proportionate. Sorry, Selvari, you were saying about
for all the
MLA?
people listening, that was Abbas hiccuping.
Right.
Not just hiccup.
Yeah.
And anyone will think it's Abbas.
Okay, bro.
No, wasn't there an MLA a few months back? I think we covered it on the show. Who was making people go home sooner so that he could walk his dog in peace in the park?
Yes.
Oh, right.
That was in
He was
UP,
emptying the stadium in Delhi.
He emptied the
Delhi.
Not
stadium
making people
of
go
sports
home.
personalities who were training at
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
That's what
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
But my whole
Right.
point was that none of those guys brought glory to the nation. So the Pomeranian Tommy was fair enough, the right choice. Tommy was faster than the other guys.
So harsh you are on those poor athletes. As it is, they're working with like 3rd grade equipment that they're getting.
And some of them become murderers after winning gold medals. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
That's the final
Especially
form.
in the Delhi. Beating up people over land and property. What's that story
I
all
know,
about?
yeah.
It's already on Netflix or about to come
Yeah.
out or something.
On
Yeah.
Discovery Plus.
Is it Discovery
Yeah,
Plus?
yeah.
I can't tell one from the other.
Can we talk about the match? Are you waiting for it to start?
Man, I stuck doing a pilot for 2 days, so I still have a very affectionate relationship with my mother, and I don't have any Wi-Fi on that phone where we are.
Wow.
So all I can do is keep calling her for the scores, and I thought it's sealed. Okay, after Bumrah 35 run over,
correct.
Shreyas, I was like,
Incredible.
I thought, what a team we've become. Just dominating without any practice, coming from T20, dusty conditions, and those buggers were on fire. Their bowlers were on fire. Besto and Root and company, which
everything.
is now,
They've come from the best form right now.
Yeah. So what happened in 24 hours? I don't know. I mean, and it still was a good score.
Yeah.
It should have been beyond them. And these two, when I came home last night at 11 o'clock in the night, the last 5 minutes, 2 overs were left.
Yeah.
And they're down to 119. And Besto is like Bradman right now. He's got like 5 test centuries in the last 5 months. And 3 or 4 in a row now. And you have a century in each innings. Root, though, no one can get out. What happened to Virat in the meantime?
And they've...
Brother, I don't want to bring it up, but they were 4 greats at one time together. Williamson, Smith, him, Kohli and Root.
Yeah.
And Root is now far ahead of everybody else.
Do you think
Which match is this?
Kohli needs
we've lost
to...
Abbas.
hiccup.
First
I'm
casualty.
hearing hiccups.
We'll give you 5 minutes now.
T20.
Yeah, now don't act. See, now
I
I know
really
you're
don't
acting.
know, Are?
You're doing a Kunal, pretending to know less.
I don't
play
know.
the dumb blonde.
Is it an ODI or a T20?
Then we catch you
Like
late
play even dumber so that you don't know how dumb I am.
and then he watches the repeats of the game. He really likes the match.
Something happened. No, somebody got hit for 35 runs in an over.
We just discussed that.
Oh, is that the one? Is
Why aren't
that
you
the
paying
one?
attention to your own podcast? Silvery would never do this.
I feel now would be a good time for Stuart
It's
Broad
okay,
to
Abbas. It
retire.
happens to me also all the time.
Twice?
But twice in 2 formats and against Indians, he must
Against
hate
a
us.
number 11
Yeah.
batsman?
Technically, yes, almost. Well, 10 this time, but you're right. But to be honest, they were lucky shots also. I mean, it was just a bad day.
All I'm seeing is the runs.
But I
in the
saw
balls.
Lara's 28 runs in 1 over. It was a classic hammering of a spinner.
Yeah.
Or not quite the same comparison to how Bumrah was batting.
But
you
Lara,
can't
I know
runs are
Lara.
runs.
Who did Lara hit for
I
28
think Peterson,
runs?
if I'm not mistaken.
Kevin
the South
Peterson.
African. Who's also South African born. It's too complicated to explain to someone who doesn't care. Yeah. It's like when I went to...
There was no Peterson in the 90s.
I went to Atletico Madrid, and my son, who speaks decent Spanish now, he's talking to everyone and looking at everything, and then Kunal and me are like, they all sound like guys from, Goa, because there's like Felix and there's Andrade and, I mean, but they're not. They're legendary footballers, and it's like how we are for cricket. It's like Europeans for football in those stadiums. You can see the kid, he's almost crying, and the father is more emotional. This is an Israeli guy and talking in Hebrew or Yiddish or whatever it is, and the way they were talking, the father was like more emotional than the son. But all we could pick up is the names of the footballer and the teams,
Right.
that was coming through clearly. But it's great to see. Yeah. Why have
Is
we
it
gone
true
there?
that you're a fake football fan?
I'm a fake football fan.
Wow.
I'm not a fake football fan. I do follow Liverpool because we get worried about his mood levels. No? It's been very hard for us, especially during the pandemic, because we were all at home and the whole house would get up. They had a decent run, but they had the odd bad match here and there.
Right.
And they also came from behind many times. So fucking you're falling asleep and then oh God! And then my mother comes out, I come out, what happened? They're one love down. So now my mother's watching football with the volume off, with the blinkers on and all, hoping, praying with Jesus' picture in the background and all,
No goal
hoping.
happened.
Yeah!
So I can sleep.
And then texting me, one love. I'm like, what can we do? And then, of course, if they win also is bad because then he gets super happy. So he's like, yeah! This is 3 in the morning.
What's louder, the grief or the joy?
Both. He's got Parsi genes, boss. He doesn't hold back. It's like all out there, completely. And he says we. And I've heard Indian guys who follow the EPL. He says we, our team, we. The conversation is scary. It's like how people join terrorist organizations and suddenly they're like, hum aisa karte hain and all. You're like, what? You grew up with Dinesh and now Dinesh is the head of, marketing in Lakshkari, Toiba, whatever it is. So not right. So
I have a question for you. Do you think when you are very loyal to a team, when your V is a team that's not your national team, your nationalism changes? Like he's nationalistic towards Liverpool, he's
exactly.
passionate.
So I think all these urban phenomenons who follow all kinds of other things, they're actually a tribute to secularism and humanism.
Absolutely.
Because they've gone beyond our stupidity of brown, black. Who cares? Brown lives don't matter. I just want to put that out there.
Isn't Mo Salah in Liverpool?
Mo Salah has brought down the crime rate of Liverpool.
Exactly, yeah.
And the racial hatred in Liverpool. They've given statistics and maths. They've quantified it like 28%.
Really?
Yeah.
Which you cannot do in any culture. Try doing it here. I went to UP the other day. I went to UP with my Muslim friend and,
Only you came back.
No. By process of association, brother. You know what the world is.
Yeah.
Sparsh is not happy. Sparsh, our producer is a right winger.
Yeah, he's got the typical right wing look of
But I don't understand. Wait,
and long
how
hair.
has How has Mo Salah reduced all this
So,
crime
the
and
thing
hate
is that
in
they
Japan?
love him so much. They love him so much
Oh,
that suddenly
okay.
they embraced him. Once you embrace him,
Oh,
then
like that, okay.
the
Wow.
being Muslim, Egyptian, brown skin, or he's not really brown skin, he's white as hell as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned. But, all that just goes out of the window. It's what happens in cricket. It's why
Wow.
like I follow Pakistan cricket. I love the Pakistani team. But I can't understand how you can. I've always liked them. They always bring flair. I mean, you can ask Shreyas also. Except when they play India. That's the only time
Shreyas
when
doesn't support Pakistan.
No,
Shreyas,
sure,
what
like,
are Pakistanis like?
I
Tell us.
absolutely-
if you watch Wasim Akram bowl and all, I mean, at his best, or
It's-
Imran Khan
he's
in his
unrivaled,
pomp,
yeah.
or the present day, Yusuf Yohana and Inzamam and all the next lot, and then even today, they've got 2 or 3 of the best cricketers in the world. Shaheen Shah Afridi is fantastic,
Yeah.
brother, no question. And Babar Azam,
Yeah.
okay, let's not make it a Pakistan tribute. Otherwise, forget UP. Where do we go from here? Sparsh, you have friends outside India? Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the first topic.
No, nobody cares. Nobody cares for that. Yeah.
Any more questions?
But let's
Shreyas?
ask Shreyas, not Sparsh, what's happening in his life?
What's happening in his life?
Since he's the only guest who turned up. Give him some more respect. Any shows? What's happening?
Yes, there is a show tonight at a place.
What's the date? Tuesday night. huh?
Yeah, Durango's 8:30 p.m.
Durangos. It sounds like a villain in an 80s Hindi film.
It's next to
I'm
Candies.
Durango.
Okay, can I?
It's
Can
the
I,
old
can I-
Cuckoo Club.
Candy sounds like an item number in the 80s Hindi film.
Can I give you some gossip? Can I tell you
Yes,
some
please. Yeah.
inside deeds that happened?
This is the topic we need.
Okay, I wouldn't.
Do you want
say-
Durango music? Background music? Rishi will provide it. Durango. Durango.
Durango.
Okay, for the sake of not getting banned from this venue, I won't name the venue, but we know what the venue is because we have said the venue's name.
Habitat.
Durangos. Okay.
It's
You didn't say it.
Durango's.
You didn't say it. I said it.
Is it the small, the one that's Cuckoo Club? What is the thing with only
Yes.
40?
What
50
was formerly Cuckoo Club?
But it's a
It's now
small
Durango.
place, right?
Yes.
So that is
Small,
Durango's, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
gossip is not from that
No,
place.
it's
now-
Durango's only,
now
but
this-
now I think we have lost the point. It's
Yeah,
Durango's
exactly. Now
only.
it's a geographical
I'm banned now.
conversation.
I'm
No, but
banned.
that's,
Okay.
that's
Slowly,
what's needed.
slowly.
No, we need to throw
Just-
people off the scent.
Yesterday,
No, but
Kajol
one
told
sec-
us some gossip off air, so now I want to hear if
No,
it's
one
the
second.
same.
Let's understand the problem. I've not understood.
Okay, there are multiple comedy clubs in Bombay. This
Yeah.
happened at one of the clubs. This happened at one of the clubs.
When you're thinking positive, 2 is multiple.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, go on.
What happened was there was a comic on stage, and while he was on stage, there were lots of flies and mosquitoes on the stage. Okay, so this guy just says, "Welcome to this garbage venue,"
In the show, I started the show like that.
which is
He
common.
said it as
Yeah,
a joke.
which is
As a
fine.
joke.
Self-deprecating.
is
What's
what
wrong with that?
But-
is
No.
what you would think.
Yeah.
But right after that
No.
happens,
the Malik was like, it is not. It is
No, wait, it's better.
the owner of the club comes in with a hit spray, sprays inside the room. There are audience. He's spraying at the audience. He's spraying at the comics.
At the comics.
Like on their face.
Yeah, near their face. To the point that
In
one
an
person,
aggressive fashion.
in an aggressive fashion,
One
to the-
person got it in
one
their mouth.
person from the audience got up and left.
I would.
Yeah.
I can't bear those. sprays.
Only one did,
And
which
only
I
3
don't
were
know.
left.
That's because you paid.
But the mosquito stayed.
You paid money, you got to sit through.
That's
Mosquito
true.
stayed.
The mosquito is like, I like this flavor.
Yeah.
But do you think this is we are misreading the situation and this is just the club owner being hospitable to the people?
No, it's
I don't
being
know. You have to judge
hostile.
the body language. I wasn't there. What can I tell you? But I'm thinking if the comedian made a joke about the location, I mean, that's par for the course, right? You
Yeah,
open a comedy
exactly,
club.
yeah.
You expect him not to make fun of the club. I mean, why would he not? I mean, that makes no sense. Who has he made fun of their parents on stage?
You know-
You start with something.
There,
I like how Shreyas was like, I have a show tonight at this venue. By the way, there are flies at the venue. And the owner sprays you with fucking
no, it's
hate.
not this venue.
Oh,
but
it's
his
not this
but his
one.
act is so good, they still come.
Oh, man.
They
God.
come wearing helmets and stuff. But they come.
Yeah.
So one thing, Durango, where did the spray thing happen?
This happened it's a comedy club in Andheri or Lower Parel or somewhere. I can't say the name of the club.
One sec. So you're purposely giving us 2 areas which are not even close.
Yeah.
Because normally you make a mistake by saying, Marol
No,
and Chandivli.
I'm
where I was
intentionally
yesterday.
throwing you off.
Yeah, you're throwing me off.
Yes.
Because they can't move it overnight
Yes.
from Andheri to
Yes.
Parel. It's like, get me 20 guys, let's move the club. No, it doesn't work like that. So, Parel is that laughter canvas thing.
But that's
Yes,
shut.
that's the one. That's why it got shut down.
You can tell the
after
comedian is
hit spray.
old, right?
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell his age from his references. Yeah. So, to cut a long story short, where's your performance today?
At Durango's.
Durango.
8:30 p.m.
Say it like a Parsi. old man who
Durango.
doesn't speak good
Is it
English.
a
Where are the
solo
mosquitoes
show?
tonight?
Durango.
And where will the mosquitoes be tonight?
Mosquitoes
That's
will
the
be
They've
in
gone
Lower
with
Parel or
the club
Andheri.
from Andheri to Parel. New
Solo
venture.
show.
Anywhere
like,
but
like-
Durangos.
Yeah.
They have.
It's a lineup show. You know
Where
what?
is Durango?
Durango's
Next
is the
to
old
Candies.
Candies. That's
Candies in
Durango's.
Andrews ka.
It's not the old
So
candies.
Cuckoo
It's the
Club
old
is
in
Cuckoo
Bandra.
Club.
Yeah, Cuckoo Club is now Durango's.
Wow, that's a good location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I love candies for food.
Really?
But it can only fit.
You're
Listen,
kidding.
bro, when we used to shoot in those areas, we should
Yeah,
buck around
it's
on the
decent
roads.
food, yeah.
You can get fast food. Well, at the right time, you could get the food quickly and eat it quickly and get out.
Exactly.
There's lots of variety for people. Like if you have a Western palate, great.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
Right.
you don't, then what can I tell you?
Correct.
But why would you? You've got 25 restaurants of your own. You don't call Swiggy.
I only
you
eat at
call,
my restaurants.
You
Correct.
call Manohar delivery service. Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
Shreyas, do you think the owner of the whatever comedy club you have
Durango.
suggested, Durang? If it's
Sorry.
Durango,
Andheri to Parel.
do you think the person will listen to this episode and then get pissed at you? Okay, how can you say this?
I
If
don't
he got
think
pissed
so.
at a person for saying it on during the show,
It's not that. You can tell it's biting Shreyas, so it's going to go into his routine. It's going to go into his
Yeah.
Insta. It's going to go into all his YouTube
Everywhere.
stuff. So at some point, they're going to figure out that this guy's got a huge bee in his bonnet.
Yeah.
Sorry, fly in his bonnet about the whole thing. Yeah. Who's the owner? Can you take his name at least?
Yeah, Shubham. That's the guy who runs it.
Is that really his name?
Sage
Yeah,
Bar?
Shubham runs a club in Thane, which is where our current CM is
You're going to have
from.
no friends.
You know what? I'll give you stories.
Can you send him back there? Yeah, he can take his chairs.
I'll-
his police and his chairs can go back with him. Yeah.
I'll give you stories. Why do you need the names? If we just take the names
Bro,
off, then
the
there are
cutting
so
edge
many
show
more.
that we have here is all about investigative journalism. We don't hold back. We call a spade or a spade.
Does he own the space? Because he doesn't look like he owns that kind of premium space in Bombay, in Bandra.
What do you
know?
know?
What criticism of the
He
person?
wears like a handy.
He's abused him
hand-me-down
enough.
T-shirt.
Why would you have to go there?
with like torn jeans?
Okay, Shubham is never giving you sports ever
Not
again.
true. I'm not talking
do
about
not
Shubham.
dress people. Do not judge people.
Talking
by
about the
their dress.
owner
That's not
of
fair.
Durangos.
From someone who's forced to wear these t-shirts.
Let's go to the first topic. I have
show's dying.
Yeah. So, 50% of IndiGo Flights crew took a sick leave.
Screw.
Crew.
My aging years.
50% of
All-
Indigo flights screwed.
Screw. Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, excuse moi? Nice segue into what's happening
that
in
was
the skies.
Kingfisher Airlines. That's
Oh, and why? Why? That's a stereotype. Why?
No,
Because,
but it's
come
true.
on.
He's right.
It's
He's
a
right.
What?
low-hanging fruit.
What rubbish?
Yeah, correct.
What rubbish? The
Why, have
same
you-
women
Okay, I
are
just
working in
saw-
all the airlines. They take the jobs, they change the jobs. What is
Yeah, which is what this piece is about.
It's an easy life, and women are promiscuous.
I won't tolerate any Vijay Mallya slander. He's
I'm
a close
sorry. I
friend.
apologize.
And I just
And he
don't-
dresses better than the
And
other
he
owner that
recently
you
met
talked
Chris
about.
Gale
For
also.
sure.
He went to meet Chris Gale recently.
Oh, look at him. You know one cricketer's name. You're just trying to put it in. Well, it's not a cricketing
He's
conversation.
for the
He's
record.
reading it out of the Chris Gale's Insta, which is proper.
My dad took me for some under 19 match between India and West
Oh, I
Indies
thought to
under
play.
19.
Huh.
And Chris Gale was in the match and he scored a century.
Yeah.
So I have seen Chris Gale before he was the Chris
Well, I don't know
Gale.
if he played as under 19 in India, but he definitely
played
played in
Baba.
2002. Is that when you saw him? When he played for West Indies against India?
No, this is earlier. 99, 2000 maybe.
Okay,
Or
then-
maybe 2002, I'm not sure.
2002 is his first tour.
The match was
I'm
at
not sure he
Brabon,
toured
not
as
at
an under
Wankhede.
19.
The match was at Brabon.
No, he was playing a 3-day match, a warm-up game, because they played a test
Yeah,
in
it's a
Bombay.
3-day match, correct.
Yeah, so it's not
Yes.
under 19, so you're bullshitting again.
So what? But it wasn't the West Indies
It's an-
international team.
It was the international team, but they were
No,
playing.
Baba.
They were playing a non-test match. They were playing a warm-up first-class game against the Mumbai side, or under 22 side, or the President's 11, or a winner of the Irani
But Chris
Trophy.
Gale
That's how
scored
you-
a century. My dad was like, "You see, this guy will be one day be a legend in
Listen,
the West
we
Indies."
will not take away from your dad's prediction. He is a great man, but you're an idiot. What you said is rubbish. You made up an under 14 side
Under
with 3 girls
19.
from Spain,
19.
and so they
Or
came
was it
touring,
under
playing at
22? I'm
Brabon
not
Stadium.
sure.
Dad and me went, had some chai, and Chris Gale scored 100. He was 9
we
years
had
old.
K.
I mean,
Rustam's ice cream sandwich after
I
the
hope that
Brabon.
stays.
I don't buy that also. I think he's lying again. I
What?
don't think he had K. Rustam's. I think
Why? Hand doesn't
you
go
had
in
like
the
a
pocket.
quality balls. I don't know.
No, hand doesn't go in the pocket. or like my father. My father used to always take us to the cinema with no pockets in the shirt or pant as far as possible.
Why?
Tickets in the
Why?
wedding ring. His technique was then when we asked for wafers, he would say, where is the money?
Wow.
Yes, this is
Oh.
thinking ahead.
Brilliant.
I've always asked for non-pocket shirts and pants, but I can't find them. Everywhere you go, they got these bloody. So
You
I
come
think
down,
maybe like,
I have
you
to
try to
confirm
sneak
a
in cargo pants into the theater and all.
yeah, man.
I have to
Extra-
confirm a
extra pocket.
hypothesis that you put forward a few episodes ago that Maharashtrian people.
Wait. Put the AC off. What have you done? I'm sweating. My back is sweating. My armpits are sweating. You've done something. You dirty, evil man. This happens during the rainy season. I'm fighting this now for the last 5 days, man.
Rishi is showing
It's
the
18.
remote, AC remote.
The fan is on 1, so I think the fan.
No, forget the mic. You want the guest to die? Well, you guess you're going to die live. Sorry, the hypothesis.
The hypothesis that Maharashtrian people, when they are hosts at an event and you are eating, they want
Ice
you
cream.
to get the fuck out
Yeah,
as
yeah,
soon
yeah,
as
yeah,
possible. That's so true because I was at an event recently, at a Marathi event, at a
Now
family
to find out,
event.
Shreyas, you're born in a Marathi
No, but
family. I'm took 25 years for him to figure this out.
The thing is, I'm in it. So for me, it's so normalized that when other people don't do it, I'm shocked, you know.
Yeah.
But again, it was confirmed when the host basically went, come on, you quickly eat so that you can be like free after that. Who's trying to
People
be
think we're
free
joking.
at an event?
You see, other cultures think we're joking. They
No.
want to attend these things. They actually, they
It's
rush
real.
you.
It's real.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What a concept it is.
It's
like,
amazing.
You got 1 hour, have your ice cream now, fuck off.
And the thing is, it's said with the tone of, I'll make your life better by you eating this quickly so that like you have
it's
free
superb.
time. It's crazy.
Can we go back to the IndiGo news piece?
So screwing thing?
No, not screwing.
yeah.
Oh, you
Crew.
didn't complete
Almost all of
we know.
almost
Shreyas
all
was
of.
hijacking the show. He's in the middle of his one thing and
I
now-
said the 50% of crew took leave. Why did they take leave? Almost all of IndiGo's cabin crew members who took sick leave went for phase 2 of Air India's recruitment drive on Saturday in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad.
Oh, it's like you
Mass
going from
bunk.
Habitat
No.
to
It's-
Andheri. Huh.
Yeah.
It's
Tell
also
me.
because a day prior, basically what happened is about 900 flights, but more than 50% of IndiGo flights were delayed, and they couldn't figure out why. What's the reason? Then they figured out,
The
it's
staff didn't
because
turn up.
staff is not
Yes.
available. Yeah, staff is not available. Oh, turns
Why
out
can't they let us do
50% more than 50%
self-service?
of
I think
staff
they should allow us. Anyway,
has
I
gone.
can push the fucking trolley and, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
And, just
I mean,
offer
you could,
nothing
but
to
then they
anyone.
have all these extra these things that they do, all like
But now they've been this thing
extra routines and all that
suspended,
they have to do.
which means again they'll be short of crew.
No, but
And
the
some
point
of
is,
them will
Yeah.
get jobs
those
in
who
other
get jobs in
places.
Air India will be very
Yeah.
happy because it'll be a clean exit.
Yeah,
Like, there are no
exactly.
issues
So
here.
the
Okay,
reason
bye.
is because IndiGo, a major reason is because IndiGo hasn't the COVID time they had cut salaries during COVID, and those salary cuts are still continuing.
But they aren't the only
So-
ones.
Oh.
Most of them had
No,
cut
them and a
salaries.
few
So you-
others, yeah, and a few
No,
others.
I'm
But
saying airlines.
that's
You're
why
not the only one.
that's why a lot of these Air India, when they start hiring, Air India hasn't done that, or at least they've raised
Yeah,
their
but-
salaries again.
Right. That's
because maybe Tata.
they're known for their generosity.
Yeah.
I think this episode is all
But
about
yeah.
this Go word, right? There's Durango, IndiGo.
Oh, yeah.
Anand
What episode was it,
Fandango.
Antariksh, where you were like, Go Air, the affordable one that you guys can afford?
Go
that
first,
kind
I think it was. Go first.
Go first because Jay Wadia left the family and kept the name. He's
Okay.
fighting with the family.
For the
He
name?
moved to England. He walked out of the family business.
of,
He
no
was
relation
running
to
Go Air.
Nes Wadia. Same
Sorry?
family.
Jay Wadia is the younger brother. He
Of
was
Nes
running-
Wadia.
Nes Wadia is the elder brother. Look, this is like cricket. Okay, this is like under 19 cricket.
I know one of them dated
Wait,
Preeti Zinta.
did your dad take you
and
to
they
a-
owned the
the
Punjab
Wadia
team?
Cup?
No, he did not.
Huh,
And
yeah.
their mother owns the Miss India, right? Miss India.
Yes, but that's not where the money comes from.
Oh.
The shipping
Oh.
family, etc. Bombay
What?
dying, etc. But to cut a long story short, he fought with the family and he's gone to England. And the thing is in his name, in his personal name, the Go Air tag. So you can't use it unless he gives permission. But he
Oh.
didn't. So they had to change it to Go First.
Right.
Legally. This happens in any business family because people don't get along. Just name them. Just don't
Yeah.
go the Manohars. I can't tell you the blood that is spilled in Nagpur over the bloody Manohar property.
Have
Because
you?
Yeah.
it's like it's almost 50% of what Shivaji conquered. 50 to 60% from what I gather. Habitat kuch nahi hai. What is habitat? 40
You're going a
people
little
come
off, Mike Cyrus.
I was told to go off mic. Listeners are saying, can you just go off mic?
I was
Oh,
gonna
Sparsh's contribution, 10:19 a.m. Sparsh, our new producer. Topic, guys.
10:19. It was quite a while ago.
No, it's 10 minutes past.
You know us, we're paying attention.
We did
so,
listen
you
to
know.
him.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever applied for a job while you were at your old job?
Who doesn't? What are you talking about, Abbas? And with the internet, you can be online all the time doing it. Nobody knows.
I think Cyrus is telling you to look for new jobs.
We-
That's
I
what.
just
He
joined
came
this
back.
one.
He looked for a job back in his old job. This is ridiculous.
You came from a different job back to this job.
Yes.
No, he went to Powai. And once you go
Yeah.
to Powai, you don't leave Powai, right? Because Silvery's been
Yeah,
there for 16
correct.
years now. He's
Yeah.
never seen this side of the,
Yeah,
of the road.
exactly.
It's damn far, dude.
But look at Abbas. Abbas is born in like South Mumbai, then he went to Bhiwandi, and then they put him in Powai to work. So, I mean, if you talk about Muslim
Sad life.
bashing, I think something's going on here. I mean, it's so unnecessary. Poor guy, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take the job, man. I just wouldn't. How can you go to Powai? Powai is not connected to him at all. I mean, to most of us. It's just, you got to live in
Yeah.
Powai.
Yeah.
It's great and all that. And that's why he doesn't
Yeah,
leave.
yeah.
He's got his 7 flats there. He's got you see, most of the guys in Powai, they work around the area. They have their schools, hospitals. It's a separate township.
Correct.
What's the
It's
point?
a different world. It's a different city.
world. And then Silvery has to come all the way here where there's no parking because you have a fleet of cars also. It's not one car that comes.
Again,
just
man.
like
I have to
Itna
get my
Shinne, he
entourage
travels with
along and
four
all. Yeah, exactly.
Silvery car, brothers Goldie and
That's
Bronzy, all of them
yeah.
come with him and drive
Bronzy.
together.
Like you think it's easy
You think that's a
stopping
stretch?
traffic?
You
and
name the
all
kid
every
Goldie
day?
and Silvery, you're okay. You're upset with Bronzy? Really?
Yeah.
What about the is the kid called fourth place? The next one? I don't know.
Aluminium-y.
Yeah, not
Yeah, your
important.
parents should have one more kid, Antariksh,
Chris
just for
Gale
that.
came in the under 19.
He did, Baba.
Played a reserve game on his own with
Not
what?
a reserve
He
game.
was playing for, I
It
don't
was a
know.
3-day match.
Kanga League, he was playing for the other sports union or something. Who knows?
I think I'm trying to remember who was in the Indian team. I think Sairaj Bahutule or someone was in
So
the
then they're all playing for a first class game before the test. These are cricketers on the fringe.
By the way, I
Swaraj
would just like to tell you what you are doing is illegal in today's India. You are fact checking. You can't do that.
Nice. We got one gag.
Yeah,
for the
I
show.
know, yeah.
Good. Well done, Shreyas. You pulled us out of the
Shreyas
hole.
proving.
Here.
Selling tickets for his Durango's show.
Durango! I'm coming. If this is the standard, I'm coming. You just give us 2 or 3
Might
jokes
not,
in
might
20
not,
minutes.
we
20
must
minutes.
keep
Yeah.
Can we do one more topic and then go to the
No,
break?
really, yeah,
Please.
Abbas. But I mean, Sparsh.
Short topic.
Can you, Sparsh is.
Sparsh
just-
will scold me. It's like you
Sparsh
just
is
did
looking
one.
paralyzed with fear. Or is he feeling
No.
cold? He's
He's
musician, by the way.
been
guys.
spending nights in the office.
Why are you
so,
spending
yeah.
nights in the office? You're banging someone.
Yes,
Is it
our
Suresh?
video head,
Is it
Abhinish
Suresh, our
Mandal.
canteen guy? No. Okay. Because that's the
Abhinish.
only guy who's here early morning. I'm just wondering.
No, he spends nights here with
Why?
Abhinish.
Why? Where do you live?
Working apparently.
But where do you live? That's not so far. So why can't
It's
you go
pretty
home?
far.
But why? 40 minutes
He's
he'll be there
working
late
on a
night.
big show that is about to launch on the 7th of July. Yeah.
Dhoni-
Check out the
Dhoni-
IVM podcast
Dhoni's
social
birthday.
media handles.
7th of July, Dhoni's birthday. That,
Yeah?
in
Is
India,
it Dhoni
Yeah, Dhoni is
podcast?
doing a show with us.
Okay.
and,
Wow.
Huge.
We've given it away.
He's,
That's
he's doing it.
exciting.
He's doing it at Habitat. 2 of his friends are getting sprays and coming. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
But I just want to make it clear the spray was not at Habitat at
Okay,
all.
okay.
It was in Andheri or
And
Parel.
Sugam or Suman or whatever is not the same person.
It's not.
Shogam.
Who's Sugam?
Shubham.
Shubham.
It wasn't a venue where Shreyas gets spots. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Hey, you
So
be careful.
Habitat.
I'll get Kajal back on the show about getting spots and not getting spots. She's holding there's a little bit there. It's a grudge. But coming back to Sparsh, why is he spending nights in the office? I don't get
I
it.
just told you because he's launching a big show which he's producing.
But he can still go home and come
Not
back.
every show is like this,
that's no
Cyrus.
reason.
Everything
No,
happens
no.
5 minutes
Yeah, staying
before.
back in the office is Shreyas Sparsh's own thing. He doesn't have to do that.
Exactly.
Nobody's making him do that.
Silvery, I know where you're coming from because you're the other opposite.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Exactly.
Silvery, a small
As-
show. You're not even coming to the
No,
office. I mean, like,
As
My
people
blood
who've
is
never
rising.
worked
My
on a
blood
big
pressure is
fucking
rising
show in
for
our
Sparsh.
lives,
Silvery,
I don't think.
Silvery is working with Shah Rukh Khan and Shah Rukh Khan's here and Silvery is like,
Yeah.
yaar, aaj nahi yaar.
Shahrukh, yaar,
Oh,
kya
Shah Rukh, you do it, yeah. You're great.
तू मन्नत से ज्वाइन करना ऑनलाइन मैं इधर पावे में हूँ
No, you send him here. Why Manat? Are you mad? He's saying it's close by. Hardly living in Powai, yeah, Shah Rukh.
Cool. Now
All
it's
we
too
do is
late.
giggle
Let's
on
go
the
to the
show.
break.
It shows like we should be like the Spice Girls or something.
I know.
The under 19 Spice Girls.
100%.
I just like that
That
term.
just
now.
sounds
Yeah.
so wrong.
Yeah.
But weren't the Spice Girls under 19 when they?
They may have been.
Yeah, I think. So.
Fact checking, not allowed.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Ban
Can't
him.
tell you.
Ban him.
Sparsh who lives here, typical Indian. He comes to work and never leaves. Why? Because he doesn't have a house.
Can you name all the 5 Spice Girls?
Yeah, let me try. Oh God, Sugar Spice,
Spotty Spice?
Posh Spice, huh?
Spotty Spice?
Spotty, not Spotty. You moron.
Spotty only, I said.
Huh? Yeah,
Spotty
come
only.
on.
Yeah.
It's raining men, yo. Huh?
David
Yeah.
Beckham's wife.
No, she's posh.
she's
Spotty
Spotty,
Spice is Kajol.
Spotty.
Because she always wants
Spotty.
spots.
God.
Okay.
Did he say what I thought he
Spotty
said?
Spice.
Let's go into a break. I think it's a good time to go into a break. Because we may get SNP on our heads.
That's true.
So be very careful. It's
Yeah.
okay to make fun of Bunty. What's his name?
Shubham.
Shubham. Who not habitat place.
Yes.
Durango. Not
Just don't say
Durango.
habitat in any sentence.
You want to know the name of the
Yeah,
place
yeah,
that
yeah,
Shubham?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that Shubham runs. It's called Backspace.
Arey, it's not.
Wow.
I'm talking about a different Shubham, man. Why are you
But isn't
throwing him under the
Backspace
bus?
run by
But he'll
Shubham
have a
Sen?
backspace wherever
Which is
he
a beautiful venue, by the way.
a
Thane
great venue.
Backspace.
All right, let's go into a break.
Yeah.
Because these comedians are discussing locations which don't even want them there. We'll come back in a minute. Sorry about that. Sparsh will take us out with some guitar. A riff from.
Oh,
Spice.
Ginger Spice, Scary Spice, and Baby Spice. Keith B has fact checked
Break,
us.
isn't it?
There's a
Break?
scary spice.
Okay to say fuck off.
Yeah, there was a Scary
Yeah,
Spice.
okay, all right.
Who I
Of course,
think-
there was a Scary Spice. She's the one
Wasn't
on the
she-
American Idol thing.
I mean, I'm sorry, but wasn't she black?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
I mean, fuck
Is that why she was called Scary? Because she was the.
No, it can't be overtly racist, you moron.
I'm just-
I want out of the show. I want out of the show.
I'm
Break.
Rishi, go to
Can we
break.
go to break?
Please
I'm
go to break.
asking.
No, you're suspended without pay.
We're back.
Bitching out the show. Who
Sorry, you
does
were
that?
gossiping some more about the
I
comedy
was just
scene.
saying, it's not that this show is that important. But, yeah. Anyway,
Right, should we do one more topic?
Why spoil a good thing?
I'm just
I mean,
saying. I don't know.
We're on a wicket here. We're doing so well. The racism of Abbas has been exposed.
There's
Unnecessary
no
targeting
racism.
Mel B or C or D or whatever her name is. Asking questions of why she's scary, etc. Abbas, that was scary. Firstly, the talk about Chris Gale was enough. I think he should be. You're suspended. You have to be suspended.
I think you can't talk about black people for sure. You keep
sure.
getting things wrong.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
something.
You can't talk about the majority community and black people. So just be careful. Okay? So you can't go to an African country where the majority community is black people because then that's double jeopardy.
I just want to, before we go to the next topic, share a picture that was sent to us from Shovik Bakchi. If you can have that up on screen. Shovik has wearing your t-shirt, Cyrus says, and he's given his dad the Boomer Energy t-shirt that you're wearing right now. Big Boomer Energy.
Which means that his dad and me are contemporaries.
Same age.
His point is well made. Yeah.
Yep. So
Also, they seem to have better lenses, filters, lighting, background.
Nice, man.
Just to point to note, IBM are crappy photographs. So you're just
you can get this merchandise and merchandise for the other IVM shows at the
Silvery,
IVM
Dick.
podcast
कैसा
website.
segue किया?
Yeah,
Ustad.
great. Well done. Well done.
You will
I've
find
thought
a
of
shop
password,
tab,
nice.
a shop tab on the website, which will redirect you to the page. And this is the Cyrus Says t-shirt that a lot of people wanted. Just says Cyrus Says, so there it is. It's also available in blue.
We had only 2 copies, one with Shovik, one with me, but we can wash and rinse and send it as soon as possible.
We
So yeah,
painted also
get,
ourselves if you want a different color.
get the merchandise now.
You know what? I just have a suggestion.
Hey, do you have a shirt?
I don't.
How do
I
our
don't know.
regular panels don't get shirts? Yeah.
Sparsh?
I'm not saying give it free,
No,
but
no.
at least discount
They've
it.
been called for. They've already been ordered. I don't know why they haven't come.
They've been ordered.
Or,
Or not.
let's be
All
honest,
I'm-
they've just declined.
There was a big
That
I
could
guess.
be an option.
there was a big
May.
controversy
Yeah.
regarding sizes where people were like, I'm less number of X's, I'm
Kajal
more
went
number
into
of
that.
X's.
I think Silvery
that-
was to blame.
That was an
You will get
Abbas
it
problem
soon.
and no nothing else.
Dude, my triple
Abbas,
XL
you
came and it was, my nipples were poking out like I mentioned before.
But how can your nipples poke out? What does
Because
that
it was
mean?
tight.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
It's not that you're big and it's just the shirt's fault. Yeah, just clear.
No, it's just
It is clearly the
nipples
shirt's
is always
Yes, I
excited.
guess, yeah. Carpenter and all that.
I think Antariksh and Abbas, both of you should have like a code and you
share
should
a
see,
shirt.
Yeah, who sells more shirts?
Oh, I thought they're sharing one shirt every day they come to work.
Royston D'Souza has just put in
Disa, I
a
think.
Desa, sorry,
Yeah.
has just put in a
I
comment
didn't even read it. I just remember his name.
saying I
But
got
you've
my
already
first.
abused black people and women, and now you're going after my Catholic
Can
friends.
I read his comment? I got my first dog paw print on my I Pet Dogs for Cardio t-shirt.
Oh,
Thank
how
you,
sweet.
Royston.
Can you show it to us? Ask
Yeah,
him?
please send a pic. Email
Why
it to
can't I
us.
just tell him directly? Why am I asking you?
No, you can't
Too
send
old for
pictures
tech.
in the YouTube comment section.
Why?
Thankfully.
Who says?
Because
can't.
people will send all kind of horrific stuff. if
So
that
what?
happens.
It's not our
Who
fault.
says-
It's a platform.
That's not up
Oh,
to
there's
us,
more.
Cyrus. It's a
Royston
YouTube
says-
thing. We can't help it.
I made food for a
can't
party.
change this.
Go
I
on.
made food for a party for my girlfriend's friends, and they gifted me on
One of the t-shirts.
one of the
I have to
t-shirts.
say the t-shirts are
I have to
amazing.
say the t-shirts are amazing. There you
Wow.
go.
And what I like about Royston is he has a party for his girlfriend's friends, which I presume are more girls. Rock on, my brother. Rock on. He's got it. And they gift him things.
I like that.
Oh, this
Cyrus
guy's
got
winning.
that from
He's
the-
winning.
Real winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyrus is not excited about the t-shirts. that Royston bought.
It's
That's
about
what-
the coolness of the people who are owning the t-shirts.
Yes.
I don't get a buck from the t-shirts, so I don't have
Correct.
any dog in the game, man.
But you
What's
earned
going
from
on?
Royston's parties. That's nice.
No, I don't even get invited. I mean, that guy's got the girls, you guys get the bucks, and somebody has to wear the t-shirt. That's me.
Okay, this next news
short
comes
straw.
from Kochi, at the Kochi International
interesting.
Airport. This is something I thought was quite funny. A couple was not allowed to board their flight at the Kochi International Airport in early hours of Saturday.
I don't know if it's going to beat the bomb story of yesterday.
It is a bomb story.
Because
After the
bomb story
man,
that-
yesterday was
It is
it's
that,
like the
yes.
They were
greatest
not-
story in the history of the world.
they were not allowed to board on the flight because the man uttered the word bomb when asked what was in their luggage.
He meant
At the check-in
bomb,
counter,
or
yeah.
Was it bad pronunciation?
No,
For
he
bottom
said,
or
I
something?
think it must have been a joke where the guy
Obviously,
asked
it's
him,
been done
"Okay,
before.
Yeah.
all
what's
over
in the
world.
bag?"
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, bomb. And then they were detained.
We are terrorists.
But so badly thought out though, because
The man was 63 years
famously-
old though, so he has his
No, but
sense of
Abbas,
humor
in the
intact.
West, I think in America, there's a blanket 10-year jail sentence or something for a joke like this now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
They're taking it very seriously.
You know
And
this will get
you know it's a
involved. And
joke, like you said. Yeah,
he
sorry.
was on his way. He was boarding an international flight with his wife, and he had to do it right then at the check-in counter, and he wasn't allowed to board. So I'm like, dude, why? You know you'll get in trouble. Why even bother?
That's one way of
making
looking at it. The other way of looking at it is that, you can just investigate the matter and then, just...
Like,
just
I
Time and
actually
place.
think he is the bravest stand-up comic in the nation.
and he was allowed to perform at the same venue?
He had no
Same
audience.
venue.
Yeah.
Same
Go ahead.
venue.
Doesn't
Like,
say his name.
Whenever I have an audience, I shall.
If you
read
belong
my
to a
jokes.
particular religion, then
then it's Kapil Sharma. Because he doesn't like to talk about what he does in public and all that.
This sounds like a Kapil
Ooh.
Sharma
Kapil
joke
Sharma
also.
moment.
sounds
Yeah.
like
Okay, we broke it here. It was Kapil Sharma
Kapil
with
Sharma.
whom this happened.
Once
Yeah,
we're not
nice.
allowed to do fact checking, so this is just our
There's-
guess.
it's not allowed.
We don't know for sure.
Exactly. And we won't find out.
Yeah. All right.
If it was a Malayali guy, he would have said "boom." Like, what's in the bag? Boom.
Black people, women, Hindus,
Women, what?
Malayali guys. Who's next? Chris Gale, West Indies under-19 cricketers. Oh, Cyrus Manohar. You insulted them all.
Abbas, why don't you make fun of
Bahutule
Muslims also?
Huh?
It won't be long. He can't stop himself.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for that, come to my stand-up shows. I insult Muslims a lot in my stand-up. Never mind.
Guys,
Looking for
this is
BJP support.
for
This is the
What else
Eknath
was-
Shinde effect, you know?
What's the marketing device he's using here? I appeal to all our right-wing associations. Come for my show. I insult Muslims.
Guys, you want to hear
One
more
hour is
hate
why did I
speech? Come
think of that?
Come to my show.
We're gonna
What?
solve the problem. 3 jokes on my community and okay.
Silvery saying something. What?
No, I'm saying like if you want more hate speech, go to Abbas's show.
No. It's not hate speech. It's all in good fun.
It might be satire. He's
Yeah.
actually making fun but of the other
Hate satire it
people.
is? Oh, okay, nice.
Actually, you know what?
No, reverse satire, which is
Abbas,
satire. Huh.
I'm going to pass on your number to some people in Nagpur. You're going to get a call soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some recruitment, I think.
Corporate show?
Yeah, there's a... Yeah. It's a new
Agnipath.
job, actually.
Okay.
Okay, don't
Abbas is
make
too
a
old for
joke.
Agnipath.
You don't have to do a Vijaykar. Don't underline it 10 times. Okay, there are educated people. Okay, Royston is good. Whoever's on the show is good. You don't need that.
Okay,
Yeah.
this was a news piece I thought.
One second, who'll recruit him? You think these guys could work as terrorists? The bugger
Hey,
can't come on time
I'm
here
a-
for a podcast. You
I'm
think
a-
he'll blow up something? Well, by the time
I am a
it'll be like
charismatic
World War
public
One.
speaker.
Everything doesn't work when they try to, the Archduke was attacked the first time. Everything failed.
I'm a charismatic public speaker. I'll do
Silvery-
hate speeches
Silvery
very,
and Abbas
very well.
never be recruited with military weapons of any kind. Okay, these guys
No,
cannot
no.
pull it off. They will not be on time.
Yeah, yeah.
They will not be able
No
to
way.
operate it. They are not feeling well. Weather conditions are bad. They've got all kinds of excuses. I don't see them. joining
Ex-producer
in.
of the show, Vinay
No
Joshi, is in
recruitment.
the comments. What are we talking about?
But why isn't he
We're
here?
talking about your mom, Vinay.
Vinay's mom is also gone.
Which is not
another listener.
Unnecessary,
Another
unnecessary.
person on the list, yeah.
Ma'am, unnecessary. I take that laugh back. That's just mean.
Vinay's mother
Abbas
watches
will be
the show,
suspended
Abbas.
without pay.
Yes.
We will notify you about the exact consequences later. In the meantime, why isn't Vinay here?
Because he's kind of done.
Still
He's like, I don't
No,
give
he's
a
not.
fuck
He doesn't
anymore.
have to
Till
be.
Friday.
But
When
he
is his
doesn't
last-
have to be.
Till Friday. No, guys. There's a contract in place. Friday he quits. Technically, from
Yeah,
Friday he's over. Saturday morning he doesn't ever come back here. But
Correct.
up to Friday
No,
evening.
but Cyrus production has been handed off to Sparsh already. As an employee, Vinay will be at IVM till Friday.
But why isn't he here?
Because Sparsh is there in
Because
the
he's doing
night,
other
so
work,
to
yeah.
make up for it.
He's doing other work. He has other
Yeah,
stuff.
Sparsh has already overstayed his welcome. I called him job is 9 to 5. I said 5 to 9 we karte. We don't want that. Just
Baba,
do
he
9 to
goes
5.
home at like 5 in the morning. Don't do this to him, no?
But at least that's a way of keeping. the
But
producer
that's on
here. I'm
him.
thinking
Again,
maybe we
that's
need a few
not
more
an
beds,
IVM thing.
Abbas.
That he's staying back all night. That's not an IVM thing. That's a Sparsh thing that he likes to
Yeah.
stay back.
But he's a
Yeah, Cyrus is right.
perfectionist.
Cyrus is right. I think he is hooking up with someone in the office.
What fucking
and
comeback
maybe-
is that? Vinay's like, I have kids.
Maybe he lives in a joint family, guys. Be sensitive and he can't masturbate
Yeah.
in peace. So maybe,
That's it. Yeah. That's something like that only. I think something like that is going on.
He's also a
And,
guitarist
yeah.
with scarred fingers. So either, something's happening there.
Yeah.
Sparsh will put you on. Would you like to chat?
I was going to tell him today when the guest dropped out, I'm like, Sparsh, I think if Silvery is not available, you're going to have to.
We
fill
should meet
in."
the producer. See, we all know you when you were producing. We all know
Yeah.
Naveen, Silvery. But nobody got to know Vinay. He's like the
He's
black
Yeah.
camera
hole.
shy.
An enigma.
No, he's not meant for camera is another thing. Wo alag baat hai. You shouldn't say
No,
this.
no.
That's mean.
He
And
is camera
If his
shy.
mom's
One
listening, she's not going to be happy. There's two against the family. Yeah. But we don't. So we don't. With Sparsh, we got to know the guy. You got to know the producer. He's part of the show. So we must bring him into it at some point.
Arpit Bansal says it's so nice for Silvery, who's not in office, to defend Vinay, who's also not in office.
So true.
Yeah, I was defending.
Or Eknath
Bhatt
Shinde,
yesterday.
who is in
I'm always for the guy. who is
I'm
not-
saying let's everybody should know their place. So Spurs should get a small stool, so he's very low, and just his forehead is in camera, and then so that way everybody's like okay with it.
Spurs is taller than Vinay, isn't he? Yeah.
Everybody's taller than Vinay. I mean,
that's
a 3-year-old walking on the road is like taller than Vinay. I mean, Vinay, though, God knows. We might be here. Vinay, are you here? We'll have to check.
We have lost all short people also now. Great,
Yes,
well
yes.
done.
Yes, and this time it's not Abbas.
You keep calling them midgets all the time, which is not a politically
It's not
correct
right.
term
You shouldn't
anymore.
say that.
Yeah.
It's a horizontally challenged or something, no? Vertically challenged. One of the two.
What?
Yeah.
Short people, I think, is what.
It's not short people.
It's
No,
not-
you can just say anything
It's
you want.
little people.
Little
It's not
people.
short
Yeah,
Well,
listen,
I'm
people.
honest.
He's right. Abbas, you screwed up.
Short.
Join me in cancel culture. Come on the cancel side.
Come
I
on,
think
man.
short
Hey,
people.
I got a new T-shirt already cancelled. Already cancelled.
Yeah,
It's gotta be there.
that's a
There's
nice
no point.
idea.
Great
We're already done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we do one more topic?
we
We've already
should.
done.
No,
like
but
we
before
should.
the topic, are there any good luck superstitions you can engage in so that we win today? Anything you can do at all?
Bro, I'm scared because the test match
It doesn't
cricket-
look good.
No, the way England has chased, they've chased twice against New Zealand really well, and they've got the bit between their teeth in a sense, and this whole 400 thing has gone out of the window because the wickets aren't. What's happened to 40-50 wickets? When I was growing up, they would take spin. Even in England, they would spin a little bit.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world, it would crumble. So the bowler gets on top. That's what test cricket is. First 2 days more for the batsman, third day
Correct.
sort of in the middle, and fourth and fifth day for the bowler. And now, 119, these two guys going crazy. I'm a little worried. I think the first 20 minutes, if we don't get a wicket, they're going to just sail through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You think? Did you sleep cursing Vihari? Were you like?
See, I didn't get to see the highlights because my Wi-Fi at home is also not working properly.
Yeah.
And because my son was with 7 19-year-old boys playing FIFA,
Yeah.
and one guy was doing racist commentary.
Oh.
I mean, Indians being racist is another level of Abbas.
What racist comedy?
Why?
So whoever was playing,
Ah.
let's say it's a Spanish guy, he would try to do a Spanish accent. Like the ball is being passed, so he was doing commentary. It was atrocious. It was really bad commentary in terms of it was not good. The knuckle was not good. But he kept going. And I was, how racist are we that these
Yeah.
upmarket kids sitting in an upmarket sort of setting and all that, sitting there and abusing and making fun of so many cultures who are passing a ball, which should be bringing them together. So you get it? You get the whole point about Mohammad Salah and all that. This is the reverse of that. It's really funny, yeah. And I was thinking, and by the way, there's a whole racism row going on in Edgbaston, where the game happened, Birmingham, where Indians, or let's say they're all English, Indian English guys were being abused by English guys. And words like curry, can I use words like cunt and all that? Because they were saying that.
Cunt curry?
They're shouting. No, you can't make up your own
You said
abuse.
curry and then you said
No,
cunt.
curry came first and the other word second.
Curry
Okay?
cunt.
Curry mancha.
Don't keep saying it. I'm trying not to say it. And the second is Paki bastards, which is the
that
normal thing. They
is-
can't tell the difference between us. So
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
that whole. And Paki is a derogatory word. Let's be.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
England at least, when they say Paki. Here we didn't know that. So we just say my Paki friend. You don't know what's the wrong thing to say. So that's going on, by the way. So how about that, guys? What about the racism in the stands? How about that?
Yes, racism should stop everywhere.
You shouldn't talk. You with your 2 nipples. You just stay in your t-shirt.
We have
brother.
lost all racists now. Thank you, Abbas.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
true.
The final cut. You took away that market, which is growing, by the way. Huh? Huge.
growing?
Huge. Oh,
big.
racism is growing, bro. Because
It's
the more
big,
people
more
pretend
popular
to be, woke, the more the racism is
more.
there. Because you're just dying to say things, right? When they tell you don't say things.
Right.
Who can control? Yeah. Are you pro woke?
Eric Adams, mayor of New York City,
What, he's
seized
on
and
his own
destroyed
podcast? He just
hundreds. Seized and destroyed.
We're having an adult conversation here. You can just take off.
Talking about woke or not?
Rude.
Yeah, we're in the middle
What
of a woke
are you
thing.
asking me?
Pay
Abbas,
attention.
no, that was Abbas saying he's not woke.
Cyrus says no one
No,
listens.
someone
That's
in
the show.
in the Amit and this one episode where Anish and
That's
Amit was
Stop
there.
acting like you're from the
No,
Bible or
somebody in
something.
the-
Nobody remembers.
I'm here every day, so I
No,
don't
but
remember which
you're-
episode.
Who the
it
hell
is.
remembers when you say this episode? It's not Shakespeare's 36 plays or
So
something.
Friday's episode with Anish Bhasin and Amit Doshi.
Spice doesn't remember. He's a bloody producer who stays here all day and night.
No, so someone in the comments went and said Abbas is too woke. When I mentioned that America chose Barack Obama,
You're too woke.
they
You didn't
legalized.
hear the first 40 minutes of this one. We lost the
please.
racists. We got nothing left.
It's like Abbas is too woke. He only brings up politically, correct kind of topics.
Is that why you are the way you are?
Oh,
today?
Yeah, I'm making up for it.
Overcompensating.
Overcompensating. Yeah,
All right,
true.
Fair enough. So you're
Yeah.
actually a really nice guy.
I am. Can you do this one? We have 50 minutes, one topic, and then go to the AMAs.
What, you want like a committee to get together and
No.
consult and then have a discussion, then put it through a vote?
I
and
think
then...
this will really please you, Cyrus. Eric
right.
Adams, mayor of New York City, seized and destroyed hundreds of illegal two-wheelers in an effort to make the streets safer for pedestrians. He literally took
What do you
a
mean by
bulldozer.
illegal? Immigrants is one thing.
Like,
but
no, they're
your
like
two-wheeler, it's
ATVs.
come from Mexico.
They were
out.
ATVs and dirt bikes, which aren't road legal.
Oh, they aren't allowed to be on a civic road in that
Correct,
sense.
yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
So
Got it.
he
Basically,
took a leaf out of our UPCM and took a bulldozer and literally bulldozed.
Never take a Western statesman, no matter how bad he is, and compare him to that glorious figure that you mentioned. I don't think that
No,
correlation
but-
should be.
No, but
there.
Eric
But they
Adams
could have-
actually is quite bad.
Is he
Yeah.
a Republican?
I mean, he's not the people on the
New
left
York.
don't like him at all.
New York mayor
New
is a
York will be-
Republican.
It sounds a
Democrat,
little, what is the right word? Medieval, when the actions are a little aggressive and brutal, etc. But sometimes, you got to applaud because it's the jungly behavior in our countries. When the jungliness is not, taken by the scruff of its neck, it just continues. So if you told me tomorrow that they take all these politicians who are walking around causing traffic jams, put them in the sea, like you have 10 days of Ganpati or 11 days and 12 days, okay, now Ganpati is done, let's put these guys in. I'm not sure it's the worst idea, right? A lot of people will be like, okay, and applaud a little bit. So you seem to be not interested in your own subject, though.
No, I'm not anymore.
No, but
He said, I want to do this topic, and then the moment the ATV word came out, he said, I want to listen all that. You know what that machine is,
Yeah.
One is silver, you have to chip in. Yeah.
What is a dirt bike?
You tell me. You take your time. Let him do some stand-up now. It's called dirt bike, how difficult can it be?
It's used to ride on
That's it.
non.
Exactly.
like
That's
off-roading,
all it is.
motocross
Yeah.
madness and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the way we are the wise men of the damn team.
Yes. Hey,
What
I know
is
my
this?
vehicles, turns out.
Yeah, dirt bike. Yeah, come to us. The Google information of
But
IBM.
There was
Yeah.
another interesting topic in the topics today.
No, there
if
wasn't.
you want to do that. There was a
Don't
man.
lie.
Which one?
So
If
a
you
ma- a
stop
man-
there, we're okay.
On Sunday night, a man sneaked into the CM of West Bengal, that is Mamata Banerjee's residence, and went undetected till the next morning. He just spent the night in the corner of the house.
Yeah,
In a
but
corner
I
of the
read the
Sparsh,
whole.
was that Sparsh?
No, guys, I
Yes,
read the whole
yes.
piece. The guy seems to be mentally
IVM also.
unstable. That's why I didn't want to make fun of it.
Well, honestly,
And that
what-
much
That's what
woke
the
I
police were
am.
saying.
The guy was what?
No, but
Mentally
but
unstable.
it's not
honestly,
making
that's
fun
the
of-
only thing that makes
it's
sense.
not making fun of that.
To be honest, that's the only way to explain it. Why would you? Who?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. I'm
not about
finding a
making
very
fun of the
attractive.
person, right?
I go stay.
about-
No. Sorry,
It's
Silver. You
about-
keep.
It's not about making fun of the person. It's about how easily someone can just sneak into the CM's bungalow who has Z level
What
security.
ideas are you
He's
trying to
security
put
personnel.
into our listeners' mind here, Antariksh?
But when
Tell-
Uddhav
I'm
was
just saying,
CM,
go ahead, guys.
he would
You
not
have
sneak into his
full
own
carte
bungalow.
blanche.
That was half the problem. He kept going back to Bandra. And the cops were saying, kai kar do? And he was like, no, kai kar do. He's gone. Because he just would go. So now they've got Eknath Shinde, who's got two bungalows. One right next to my house, which he's not giving up, and Varsha. So lots of cousins. You find a lot of Shindes left, right, and center on their ATVs and dirt bikes coming into town as we speak.
Yeah.
Topic's done. Great show,
let's go to
guys.
the
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored. I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
First one comes from Shavik Bakchi. Shavik has asked, why has Shreyas toned down his dressing?
Yeah, Shreyas, he's right. Spot on, Mr. Bakshi, for that.
Shreyas
Why
has
is he-
normal clothes
Can
also,
you
guys.
can you just
Fine.
pan
Yesterday,
your camera
Cyrus was
down?
joining us from a shoot and he had a floral shirt.
And
And people
what
were
did you
like,
say? Yes.
you look like Shreyas.
No, can you just show your mic is covering your torso, bro.
He's wearing his floral pants.
No, I
he's
just want to
wearing,
show that
floral
it's
shorts.
plain colored. See, yeah, that's
Hey,
right. Okay, show your crops.
no.
Yeah, that spoils everything.
Guys, put your
And
kids
Sparsh
away.
will no longer stay in the studio after that sight. But so answer the question.
See, I could give you a joke answer, but the real answer
No,
is
give us a
that-
joke answer. Because once you set it up like that and it's not funny, I'll screw you. Go on. Yeah.
I think just what's happening with the political reality of the country. I'm just dressing to match that because there's no reason to wear colors.
So maroon is which party?
It's red. It's the color of
Marxist?
dried blood.
You're wearing brown.
Oh,
Looks
it's
like
an
brown, though.
act of remorse because he's with that guy who went to Mamta's house. Maybe he thought it was
Yeah.
Mamta Kulkarni, the actress.
Became a god woman, if I'm not wrong, right?
Hey,
she became
once
a
your acting
spiritual
career ends,
leader.
don't point fingers. What do you do next? It's not like she had an aeronautical engineering degree or something, or she goes to space, NASA. No, this is life. A lot of women, unfortunately, it's a sexist thing. Their careers end so fast.
Yeah.
We can't do fact finding, but you can just check the difference between males. Someone should do that. The male Bollywood career or Tollywood career. Look at all the states of India and look at the women. So I would say the women have like 5 to 10 years and the men have 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30, 35 years. years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's so wrong. Shreyas, that's so wrong.
I know some
Tell
movie.
Kajal the bad news. You guys will be performing in 2048, huh? What's she going to be doing? Yeah. I manage YMCA. All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Abbas, you were saying?
No, I was.
why?
They will call me non-woke, so I will keep it for off air.
Yeah.
The next one comes from Tushar Sharma. Tushar asks, who has the power to fire people at IVM?
Well, Amit had
I
the
do.
power.
I can
but
fire
now
anyone
he's
I want. I
Under
just
severe
don't.
stress after the dental surgery, and also I think he's forgotten because if he was normal, a lot of people would be gone, as far as I can see. I mean, why Sparsha in the night? I don't know. I don't understand that. Yeah. And it's Goregaon. He's not living in Lonavala. It's Goregaon. He was acting like Goregaon,
Exactly.
I went to where was I? I was between Marol and Chandivli. Literally, that's my address yesterday in GM Studios. It's a little, you go into a lane and
Yeah,
then...
correct. On Khirani Road. It is on Khirani Road.
Don't
behind,
say all these things. Stop there. People have to sleep at night. He won't sleep because of this.
Yeah. But
He
that's
won't
a
go to school.
very narrow road. A lot of
It's
traffic on
terrible.
that.
You know, to get in
road,
and out of that one lane took us half an hour, both morning
Correct.
and evening.
But the studio inside is not that bad. Huh? Like quite
The studio
beautiful,
inside is
like,
fine,
studios.
but I'm getting in and
Yeah.
out, no?
Oh, by the way, Tarun Kaushik did send me the link for that short film you've done, Antariksh. So,
Oh, do we have time?
okay, cool.
It's not very long. It's like a minute and a half.
Let's see.
Let's
Guys,
watch it.
so
Yes.
what about the audio
It's-
people who...
So
I
it
mean,
wasn't a
since you
short
should
film.
ignore.
It wasn't a short film. It was
I guess
for
we'll have to ignore
some-
them.
You want to
YouTube channel.
translate whatever
Okay.
happens?
Running
like
commentary.
captions?
Oh, just show a bit of it.
We can
Just show
fix
it.
that.
No, that's fine.
I'll
Do
take
it
the
once.
next question.
Silvery, don't
in
push
the
your own
meantime.
brand. Huh?
Yeah. You
Just
have to
show
be
it.
like, don't.
I'm just saying, you
So
can.
I'll pretend to be embarrassed,
It'd be better than
just show it.
describing it. No, it was better than describing it. It'd be more embarrassing if you showed anyway. So
What
just
percentage of people
going for the
don't
more
watch us?
embarrassing option.
Okay, no, wrong question.
Akshay K has asked Cyrus, what was the first trip? What was the first food you had after your Spain?
It rhymes with cake, and it's like
Is it cake?
it's a meat form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cornflake.
First after
Okay,
coming from
nice.
Spain.
Oh, after coming from Spain, I had masoor magosh, which is
Oh,
mutton and masoor
okay.
together. But that's because that's what my mother had made that day, not necessarily what I want. I wanted to go back to Spain with my Aadhaar card. Indian.
By the way,
Antariksh, can you do the next question till I find your short
There's a
film?
fight happening in the comments between
Fandango?
Grim,
How come I don't
Vinay
get to see
and
the comments?
Sunshine.
Because we don't trust you with that.
Sunshine
I just get
and
topics,
Vinay.
guys, from
No,
Spanish at 10,
three-way
19
battle
AM.
going on.
Like your father
three-way
figure
battle
talking to
going
some
on.
kid, hey, topic, get on with it. Huh? So what's the
There's a
fight?
three-way battle.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Antariksh, do you know what's
The
what's
three-way
it about?
battle. It's a three-way battle between Grim Fandango, Sunshine 07, and Vinay, our producer.
Oh my God.
in
So
the chat.
Sunshine is the one, for those who don't know, who may or may not
Yeah.
be romantically attracted to the one and only woke culture specialist, Mr. Abbas, who hates everyone but is woke. Huh. So
Yeah,
what's
so
the fight?
I'm not really understanding. It's about
When are you coming to Canada, Jennifer? She's
that's
asking
Jennifer.
Me?
I don't know who
That's
she's
you,
asking.
Cyrus. No, she's asking
Me?
you. For,
But
yeah,
I never mentioned going to Canada. Oh, because my son is studying there. Oh, Jennifer from our
Who's the
team.
Jennifer? Yeah, Jennifer
Yeah,
from
Jennifer goes-
IVM.
Jenny from the
Ex-IVM.
block. Jenny
Yes.
on the
Yeah,
block.
yeah.
Jenny off the
Yes,
block. On the
correct,
block. Help me,
yeah.
guys. You're contemporary.
See, IVM employees still watch the
Yeah.
show and listen to the show,
So
even after
Jennifer's
leaving.
after 1 month she's missing us.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's
she's still
amazing.
staying at IVM in the corner. That no,
Yeah.
she doesn't go home.
Oh,
only.
okay. The
Yeah.
fight is because Sunshine said that Grim keeps saying that Sunshine is Vinay from a fake account.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, guys,
Can you
Sunshine is
imagine?
also a real
Oh, so
person.
Vinay's going
I
back
can
and forth
verify.
with real account and fake account.
So Vinay's
Yeah.
last act is to waste time on the
Yeah.
chat,
Yeah.
pretending to defend his fake
Being a troll.
status. Okay.
Okay, I have Antariksh's short film lined up.
Let's
Can we, let me just share my screen.
What a
Okay, this
crappy
was for a YouTube channel. I'm just saying.
Sponge,
Yeah,
what-
set it up,
Wouldn't you have done
Horrible-
more with your life?
It was
You
for
look
a
like a young
horrible
man
YouTube
with a
channel
future.
that
Why
I-
would you
yeah.
come here and do this to yourself? And where do you go from here, bro? I mean, really? Okay,
Yeah.
let's
Someone-
now to
someone
take
had
the
a-
show to another level. We have a movie which perhaps the national award has skipped out on, and maybe
I got paid
it will be
0 rupees
corrected.
for this, just saying. And I was my services were higher.
No one's surprised.
And
no
yeah,
one,
really, I
no
mean,
one thought
really,
anything.
what
I was
you
a
trying to-
volunteer for
really?
this. It's
Yeah.
called Big Land.
Big what? Did he say what I thought he said?
Yes, he did.
Yes. See,
Shall
now
I-
it says
shall I
Big
hit
Land
play?
teaser.
Okay.
Will we
stop
be
it.
able to hear the audio?
And wait for the logo.
Do we
The
want to
logo
hear
is
the audio?
I don't know. It's
The end
dialogue
is the
heavy,
best part.
apparently.
Okay.
Dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
So is he going to be stammering and stuttering like he does on the show?
It's so bad.
I
God,
Abbas,
it's so
do it.
In New York, the mayor,
the mayor. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hitting play. I hope the audio people
Folks,
can listen
you
to
asked
this.
for it. We can only deliver because you asked for it. It's not my choice.
Sparsh, please put the link in the description in case people want to watch
I don't
this
think-
masterpiece.
Okay, it's playing. Yeah.
Okay, everyone quiet.
No audio.
Why is the...
Pay
there's no-
hardy Ek Swagat.
Pe Hardik Swagat. We see a man
With a middle finger for those who can't see the visual.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, we can't play the audio?
His name is Harshal.
She's
He was
saying
in my
you
acting
can't
class.
play the
this guy.
audio.
There's an actor called Harshal who was in an acting class who's leaning on the wall
Yeah.
and holding
Holding his
buttocks.
ass.
Oh, I think he
Holding his
wants to go to the bathroom.
Because
I think that's what.
Oh my god, who is this cutie pie?
And then there's this young guy with glasses who looks like
big lad
Prasad
is looking
Padamsee,
at.
but is not. It's actually a clean-shaven,
Oh, God.
silvery.
I
Why
still-
is
I still
why
wear
is your
that- I
partner's
still wear
belt
that
coming
t-shirt.
out provocatively from between his legs?
Because he just the implication is that
But
I
since
said
what are
not-
you saying,
like, kuch to
Antariksh?
bol. I say kuch to bol. Is that what I'm saying? I think. And then I
Antariksh,
make
you used
some
to look good.
lewd gestures.
yeah.
This makes
Man,
no
I still
sense
wear the
without
same
dialogue.
clothes. It's so
Okay,
sad.
I think we'll have to abandon it. There's no audio, and it just
Yeah, there's no
it
audio.
just looks like two
Just
Indian
going back
guys in
and
the
forth.
toilet.
Oh, God,
There's
it's so
40
bad.
seconds left.
No,
Yeah.
let's
Ugh.
just. What will we get in 40 seconds?
I just
See,
hate-
what I'm
almost
getting
hate
is that
the-
Silvery's character is flirting with a guy who wants to go to the bathroom. It's really,
That's-
as themes go, the worst I can think of. Honestly.
Oh God. Oh, man, terrible.
So what was the,
The best,
story
that was
since
the
the
best.
audio doesn't play? We'll try and rectify that and do it in another episode. What is the story? Just tell us.
It was for some YouTube channel that I was contacted for. This person.
But what is the story?
No. So that's what no. So it was a promo for the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel was called Big Land.
But what was the story? You're not telling me the story.
You're
Give me
telling
the
us
setup.
context
No,
around
it was
it.
gonna
Just
be
tell us
sketches.
the-
It's gonna be sketches and shit.
So what was the sketch?
Oh, I don't remember. It was no, okay. This person apparently, my understanding was now that I remember.
How can we sell this show? How can we
What?
sell it? You
I
read
didn't
it
say
and you don't know
what
what you're doing. And I mean,
So it was. I think it was some person. As you can see, this belt is open. He just got, I guess, molested or something.
Jesus.
Okay, and I'm not woke.
And
molested.
he's
I thought you
coming
want to
to
go to the bathroom. Huh.
Yeah, I think this was before Me Too and all. So this was all these jokes were fine then, you know.
That's his reasoning. It was before me too.
But this was more like a He Too crime, not Me Too. It's a different thing
Yes,
altogether.
correct. In
Yeah.
all fairness. Yes.
Anyway, well played, Silvery. For those of us who grew up on Nasiruddin Shah and Dilip Kumar and all that, we got to put you right there in the bracket. I don't think there's any doubt.
Thank you.
Montgomery
I try,
Cliff,
yes,
Marlon Brando, these names come to mind, and then Silvery. Shreyas, would you
course.
like to add to that collection? The
I'm
pantheon?
just speechless. I'm just what.
So
just
was the
happened.
show. So was the film we watched. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
We thought Harshal was, I don't want to say overshadowing you, but let's just say he was acting a little more. He seemed to have been really pushing his limits. Is he today a very successful actor with a trailer and all that and Spot Boy and all that?
He is actually. He's on 2 different TV shows now. No, he's not.
Whoa.
Sorry. I don't know.
You're on a
I actually don't know
podcast.
where he is. Actually, don't know where he is. He's not on.
He's not even on a
I
podcast.
know.
He's in power.
I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. Hey, Harshal, if you're watching this,
He's
you were
not.
great.
He's not.
That.
Were you all attracted to each other? Okay, don't answer that. Let's move on.
One question for Shreyas that comes from Grim Fandango. Shreyas, why did you become a stand-up comedian? What were the compelling signs?
Compelling signs.
I think, is it to launder money because of your.
Yeah,
offshore
considering you're
operations?
well-to-do
Yeah.
and you have a chain
Yeah,
of restaurants, what was the reason?
So you need
I
a
mean-
losing business to clean your
Yeah.
money. You know how it works,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And you clean the money and it comes out, the cash goes in and the checks come, white comes out.
Can
So
you-
that's what he does.
Can you not expose me like
I'm
that?
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Completely not cool. I know you're speculating,
You
but
also
you're
own
just
that
giving it
Andheri
away.
to Parel property that gives
I
you
know.
trouble.
I
also.
know. I know.
Yeah.
But would you want to answer that?
Okay, answer that. Sorry.
I think.
Is it a Miss India type emotional moment?
No,
or-
no,
would
not
it
at
be
all.
fair to say, I mean, as someone who's
Why are you
watched
answering
Shreyas' comedy, he's not your typical stand-up comedian.
He's short.
He's like an alternative comedian who tries to do...
What the fuck are you talking
Like
about?
you try to do these
think he's
very
quite funny.
weird offbeat things.
You're
like
just trying to put him down.
the whole palm reading thing. Okay, nobody's doing that
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
in
And
this
nobody should, but we don't want to tell him.
Then even before that, when you used to go, you weren't your typical setup
he-
punchline comedian.
In a sense, he reminds me of Kunal also in the sense that
no.
he's really funny as a person. I mean, who goes to look at dolphins, for example?
it's true.
I mean, it's a lovely idea, but who actually gets up at 5 in the morning, goes there? And so girls, I think he's really weird or really romantic. You know, I can see both things happening with the kind of thinking that goes behind it. So I think his life, like Seinfeld, should be a show. We should get the Shreyas show. Like, what does he borrow money from Silvery?
Yeah.
You know, when he himself owns like 40 buildings in the area. And Silvery
Yeah,
owns the other
Shreyas,
40.
stop
They're
borrowing
two
money
rich
from
men
me.
So Silver is
pretending to
the
be
George
poor.
Costanza. No,
Yeah.
Silver is the Kramer.
Was Kramer rich in the end? No.
No.
Yeah, so
No.
I'm saying these two guys are in India. See, we grew up in the urban landscape where this happens a lot. Rich people who they have drivers, so then you make sure you get dropped off away from the college. And you have to walk the last 20 yards. You'll see that a lot
Yeah.
across the urban landscape of India.
Yeah.
And so Shreyas is like that. Silvery is like that. So they always like he's acting in this really lowbrow, low pornographic,
big land.
male pornographic.
It's not about the money for us, guys. It's not about the money
thingy.
for us.
Yeah. with
It's
one of
about
the
quality.
greatest actors,
Yes, Shreyas.
Harshal Patel.
Yes.
What was his name?
Harshal, I forget the
Wow. More respect to you, my brother.
I remember the name.
Oh, you
Fuck,
convinced
Silver is
us.
going to forget all of
Yeah.
us in 5 years. It's like, there was some four
Yeah,
guys.
is that a bad thing, Abbas? If you're scratched out of that list.
But I'll quickly tell you the real reason. The real reason was because I used to do this thing called stand-up cricket commentary before anything started.
Sorry. You thought I reacted.
It's
Just comment.
what it is that it is a retelling of a fictional cricket match between people.
Okay. This is like what he imagined. Chris Gayle coming here and playing
Exactly.
some other team and all that.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm
exactly.
going to find this anyway. Continue.
That would be a good ending to the show, huh? If you find that,
Or we
that would
leave
be a
him,
climax.
we fade out while he's finding it. Nobody really
yeah.
cares. That's why.
So in that, I realized that in the commentary also, the moments I enjoyed the most was when people were laughing. So like I wanted to make it
why
about
were they
me,
laughing?
and because I made it funny also.
Can you do a bit of that?
Yeah, I can do. So I had like a sequence that was always there, right? So in the end, there were always three runs to score. Okay.
Yeah.
So Cyrus is on strike. Antariksh is gonna bowl. It's a 6-3 field. Let's see what happens. It's a short ball. Cyrus plays it to short, and he's not going to get more than one. He's going for the second one. This can be a run out. Splash is running. It's overthrows, and Cyrus wins the match in great style. What a victory it is! So, I mean, it worked. It's nothing. I know it's absurd.
Are you mad?
Abbas is right. You are an odd comic.
Nuts. So Abbas's satire on you is working. You know, you're a factory worker who thinks he's a comedian. What's going on? Somebody put a stop to Antariksh as an actor and Shreyas as a comedian.
As a commentator.
Pulse, you're the only person fit for the show. More strength to you.
I think it was India A versus West Indies A. I take it back.
That's
It wasn't
possible.
under 19.
That's more possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually thinking of retiring from comedy and becoming an Agniveer. You think I should?
I think you just Eknath Shinde is looking for
back
should,
on
yeah.
that.
Would you like to say the President Hotel?
I just want to be an Agniveer. I just want to give to my
Aditya
country,
Sharda
you know?
is saying Shreyas might be the first Agniveer general.
Yeah.
I'm only worried about the time issue again. I mean, war is something where you can't be late. You know, I mean, you got to be careful about these
What if
things.
it's raining?
Well, Alexander crossed the Indus in the rain, for example, and Porus engaged him. Those days they were tough, men.
Yeah, there were no Olas then. Olas were not late because
But
of
I
the
can
rain.
see where you're coming from. Like you call up your Pakistani counterpart and say, General Khan, aaj nahi. Barish bahut hai bhai. Haan, kal. Haan? Phone karta hu.
And maybe that's how peace is achieved, you know?
I think so. Thanks to the showers.
Yes, thank you. The rains.
Yeah.
Should we wrap up or should we take one last cricket related
cool.
question?
Yes, cricket.
Avranil has a
No,
question.
okay.
Avranil says, Cyrus thought I'll speak about how India comes back each time, but what the hell is happening in England, man? How are we losing this match?
I don't know, but I'm just telling you, fourth innings batting is not what it was. In the last couple of years, especially, last 10-15 years also, but the last couple of years especially, it's just not helping the bowler. So that's one big issue no one's talking about. The wicket is as good on the 50 as the first day. So which means these guys are on strike, they're looking good, their form is good, and India is fading. What was an impossible total to achieve is getting more and more possible. The way they ran down New Zealand in the two test matches earlier, the scores were less, but they ran them down easily in the fourth innings. So coming back to your commentary, you'll have to just change your stories now. But look, firstly, don't die yet. 119 odd to get, isn't it? And 7 wickets in hand. 1 wicket and they could collapse also. It's not impossible. We've got Jasprit Bumrah. Have you heard of this guy? This guy is special. 35 run banaya aur wo bowler hai. Only in India. You pick him as a bowler, he gives you 35 in 1 over.
I hope you're right. It looks difficult.
But now we've got to hope. We're still in a position. See, the match is not over. It's not like the 25 to get. I'm just saying 120 is still a decent run because if 1 wicket can change everything. There's strokes to come. Billings with no form. And then what? They're actually 4 tail enders.
Yeah.
Broad has had a horrible last 10 years as a batsman.
Yeah.
Except a couple of innings actually had a 42 just now. So that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
The other 3 can't bat, frankly speaking. Abbas, would
agree.
you like to add to that?
I
Chris
think
Gayle was...
that, Mohammad Azharuddin should continue as captain. I think Ajay Jadeja
you
should
guys
bat
do
at
your
6.
cricket comedy together? Is it? and hence the flies are the most interesting thing. People come for the fly the cow.
I think Ganguly should step down to
Okay,
let
stop it.
Sehwag
Nobody
open the
cares.
batting.
I think Sachin Tendulkar will become the highest run scorer in history. I think.
All right, great. Excellent.
Can we take one last question? Girish Patil has said Comic
Sponge
Stan,
is taking the wire and strangling himself here.
Comic Stan season 3 is coming soon. Are any of our current or previous
This is a good
panelists
question.
on it?
But you guys are not
I know
senior.
Pavitra Shetty is on the show. I don't know.
Shetty.
who
No, one
else
sec.
is
You're
on.
the one with the grouse, right?
There is no grouse. I auditioned. I was eliminated.
But you're
just
so
before.
funny. Why didn't they take you?
I know.
understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Shreyas,
Shreyas,
do
do you
funny
audition,
now
sir?
That's
Why
Shreyas,
did-
are you pro Comic Stan or anti Comic Stan?
I mean, pro comics, son. I want to do the next season. So.
Did you audition
pay
for
you?
this one?
I
Did they
didn't
pay
audition.
So that's, I mean, you should ask that question to Shriram when he's here next.
Shriram was on Comics Town?
He wasn't, but he made
no.
a lot
I don't want
of...
anyone
his-
Comics Town on our show.
No,
This
his
is
whole
disgusting.
set is anti-comics, son. He has like
Oh.
30 minutes about
Wow.
why not comics.
Shriram's whole thing is, so they, I mean, from what I understand, they do not pay the people who they select. They do give them, I think, stay.
No,
But-
I think that's
Obviously, stay.
changed.
They're expected to pay for your own stay. I mean, that's ridiculous.
But Shriram was of the opinion that you should get a stipend. And
Of course.
I think, I don't know if they made any, not that
Yeah, I
Shriram
think
is
they
that
made-
influential.
I think Shriram wasn't
they changed, yeah.
in the
accepted.
show. He was just fighting for them outside.
yeah,
which
also
is
he's
very noble.
Also, he's a union leader. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he may not be a comedian per se, but he's got his heart.
But
in the right
Antariksh,
place.
do you know who else is on the lineup, and is anyone from our
No,
And
not
why
from our
is the AC
panelists.
not working?
No one else.
Like, but we know a lot of people, but I don't think we're allowed to say. You know,
we're
Why?
not.
They'll
Why
get
are you allowed to
trouble.
say?
Yeah.
No, those
What are
people
you,
get in
Nazi
trouble.
Germany? You talk about the Führer and you'll be shot? That will by comedians? What's going on?
Those people
Tell
will get
us.
in trouble, man. You know
Why will they get
do
in
you want to
trouble?
get friends with them? Because they're not
Why?
allowed to announce it.
Say only
Yeah.
first names.
Okay, don't.
I can't. But
Why?
We know the people because again,
Who?
Cyrus.
It's all acting.
There is-
He knows
it hasn't
nothing.
been announced
Talking
yet.
Rubbish. Yeah.
It hasn't been
I
announced
feel you're
yet.
pretending.
what?
Yeah.
Whoa, who are they hiding the secret from? This is not like,
But even
what is...
Shreyas and Abbas also know these people.
You're not
I can tell
revealing
you guys
some guy
offline.
who's sold secrets
Okay, I know two of
to
the
Russia
people.
or something.
One
I
of
mean,
whom has been on our show, Pavitra Shetty. Aman Jotwani is on the lineup. He's not been on our show, but he's in the show.
but do we want him? I mean,
Oh,
not to-
I mean, he's
again,
he's
are
not
we allowed
bad.
to say that?
we have a lot of people and all that.
Why? Who will sue us?
Yeah, who
I'm just saying.
What mysterious government are you fighting?
These people
I mean,
might get in
really?
trouble. Yeah, these
Is this
comics
the
might
Powai
get in trouble.
Building Society was giving
You're
you
not
trouble
supposed to
about
tell
this?
people.
Baba, they were on the open mic lineups that we did, and they were very open about the fact that they're on season 3. So it's not like it's some top secret,
Then
state
yeah,
secret.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
So the gentleman you just mentioned whose name I've already forgotten.
Aman Jotwani.
What?
Aman.
Aman, who will now turn out to be the greatest comedian India's ever produced and hate people. Right? Well, he is apparently going on his Insta and promoting the show. So what you're saying is a lie. So Silvery, for the last time, who's on the show that we know? Oh,
I only know
audition?
Pavi and Aman. I
how can you
auditioned for
audition?
season 2. I didn't audition for
He-
season 3.
He has to go to the studio now.
Yes.
Really, Abbas, use your head, yeah. Then how will you do
But
Comic Con
this
from
this
Zoom?
this season was delayed a lot of times because they would make a COVID bubble
COVID.
and then somebody would test positive and then again they had to like quarantine and then again.
But we've
start
done a
to-
few shows. They just carry on. You just replace guys. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
couldn't do
No, but the
that.
thing is, they were also told that they can't take up any more work during this time.
This comedy is turning out to
Which
be
which they went back on from what I
with
understand.
Oh.
Yeah.
but
Oh
this
no,
comedy-
because they went back on because it got delayed. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone back.
Have you noticed that the Bajrang Dal and the comedy world are very similar?
Similar, yeah, that's true.
Structured with
Yeah.
rules and you're suffocated in a sense, right?
Yeah, Shavik Bakchiza, Cyrus, would you like to judge Comics Stan?
I would love, I wish I
You
could be a
did judge
judge.
one comedy show which this one was on NTR.
Oh, the Center Fresh.
That
Yeah,
NTV.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
was
correct,
that?
correct.
How-
But
yeah.
they don't let me do anything. You know, everything is decided by everybody else,
Okay.
including who's winning. Yeah,
Now
it's
we've
not
exposed
like,
that.
It's not like, yeah, but it's okay. Who
What
cares?
do they decide that on? Who wins?
I don't
Do you
know. We try and say who we like and all that,
Yeah,
but you know,
they
and
didn't care about that.
also some of them were just I couldn't understand anything. You know, what they were
Yeah,
saying.
they were doing it in Hindi.
Not just Hindi. It was sometimes it's just not funny. I mean, or maybe you just once you sit there, it's not funny.
Was
Maybe
there
you're in a good
anyone who was
mood.
so unfunny that they were memorable?
No, there were some guys who were funny, but yeah, there were some unfunny ones. And then they try even harder.
Cyrus,
you know,
don't judge Comics Stan. It'll be a
when
huge
you're-
moral.
No, but I'm not a mean guy, so I'm okay.
Yeah, that's true.
I say a few things here and there, but it's all fun.
You're only me to me, Silvery and Shreyas.
Yeah, but I know you, now. Then you can't be nice to people you know. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You should see me
Okay,
with my
Sparsh
mom.
is saying enough of this shit. I have to do work on other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it in the night, man.
And you have another recording in 15 minutes, guys. You guys have another important recording in 15
No,
minutes.
apparently
No, we
the guest
don't.
for that is also
The
running late.
guest is running late, and I'm not
Oh.
waiting for him for too long. Yeah,
Fun.
because he's not even female. I mean, what's the reason?
While you say you are not waiting, we have already gone on 15 minutes. And he's going
But
to
that's
be
because
20
the kebabs
minutes.
haven't
Yeah, this is one of the longer episodes. An hour 15 we are on.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's-
Should we carry
let's
on
end
then?
I don't
No,
mind.
Let's stop.
Why,
stop, guys.
Silvery? Why you
Yeah,
so busy?
why? You have a date?
You know he's got a YouTube special to shoot right
I'm
now,
not
right?
well, man.
Yeah.
I'm not well.
Harshad's
I'm
coming
well.
over.
Shortness of
Harshad's
breath.
coming
I'm
over.
not supposed to be sitting for too long. You know all that.
Hey, after the documentary, people asking when is your season 2? I mean, I'm sure.
Yes. Coming soon, guys. Stay tuned.
No, he was in a show now. He was kicked out from Zindagi TV, no?
You were kicked
No,
out of a
yeah,
show.
it was a-
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
not,
it was a show
let
on
me guess. They start at 9 a.m. What?
Yeah, that was it. Yes. It was a show called Khwaabon Ki Zameen Par on Zindagi channel, and I got kicked out after like 12, 13 episodes, something like that.
The character got killed.
No, got sent to BHU.
Wow. Ouch.
Banaras Hindu University.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
Note
comes
to
back.
Amit.
Exactly what it is.
What to do with
Yeah.
Silvery? Got it. All right, Shreyas has got to go. He's got to prepare for his evening show at Durango.
Yes.
And tickets are available or it's all
Tickets actually just come. Just come.
done? Wow.
Just turn
Just
up.
come.
Wow, this
8:30
comedy
PM.
career, I tell you. Really
It's
has
lucrative.
been-
It's lucrative.
Oof, this is like come
Tickets
to
at
college
all
and hang at the
prices.
canteen, is it? Okay, great. Silvery, try and make it for his show at least. Possible?
Yeah,
Are you
Shreyas' show
still
I'll definitely be
positive?
there. Yeah,
He's not positive. He's
I'm still
negative.
Then what the fuck? Why aren't you coming to office then?
What are you
Because we
saying?
don't
I'm
know.
positive right now.
I just say
said
he's positive, but
yesterday-
everybody knows he's negative.
Okay, fine.
Because in 3
whatever.
days
Sure,
it goes
sure.
away. If you've got the vaccination, 3-4 days. Is the
Wait,
max.
but were you
It's
positive
longer.
yesterday at
What
my
does that mean?
party?
I'm still
That-
testing positive.
Answer the
Sorry, what?
question.
Were you positive
saying?
yesterday at my party that you came to?
Yeah, in the orgy you're talking about, right? I was. I just gave to everyone now.
Yeah,
you're
now
talking about
Shreyas,
the
you
sex
can't
orgy
believe
you're talking about, right?
Looking at the two of you, orgy. I mean, we saw Harshal as the other actor. I mean, it's
That's
not
what I mean,
working
right?
here. There's no
Yeah.
woman in the world who'll be inclined to, come on. Sparsh is getting a heart attack.
Yeah.
We have to stop the show. I think.
Anyway,
He's making all kinds of signs for some reason. Okay.
see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.
All right,
Don't
thank you
don't
guys.
say that. That's a threat. Don't threaten people here. Say bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter, on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.